Definitely mute the Zoom. As everyone can see, man, we back at it, and we back like we never left.
Left like we never slept.
Check out the stupid chicks.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do
I never say nothing. I know my role. I let Keith do his thing. Keith
yeah.
I can feel it for Keith now.
As y'all boy can see, man. We back with another one. As y'all boy can see, we got a special guest. We got Harley Swoosh in the building. How you doing?
What's up, y'all, boy?
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
The crowd goes wild.
Yeah, I wish I had my hand claps.
Oh, you can add that in.
As y'all know, man, we can start them off like we do every show with the weekly mental health check-in. How y'all boy doing on a scale on 1 to 10, Jazz?
Shit. I had solid down. I said 8. Damn, everything's straight, man. You know, can't complain. Like I say all the time, I ask for the week. Goddamn, I go carry them. So everything's straight. You feel me? Everything gonna up and up. You feel me? Charged up. All this shit coming soon.
That's what's up. Peach?
I just want to say, Jazz, you just look really great. I don't know what's going on. You're glowing. You're glowing. Okay, like you looking good. Keep it up, my brother. But my mental health today is 8. Despite everything that's going on, I gotta maintain. I gotta stay above water. Like Jazz said, I asked for this weight. I carried that bitch. It's funny because I did pray for this. I asked for this, and like everything's happening all at once. I'm like, what the fuck? But I asked for this shit, so
you gotta
keep going.
You gotta
keep going. So I'm
that shit. You feel me?
How you doing, Holly?
I gotta say the same thing. I'm a good solid 8. I can't even stretch to say 9, but I'm a good solid 8. Same thing. Like I asked for everything that I wanted. And just like you were saying, Peach, like, dang, like everything coming at once, like, dang, all right, now slow down now, goddamn now. All right now. All right.
Pump the motherfucking brakes. Just
pump the motherfucking brakes.
Pull them on fucking down.
Slow them down, Lord. All right.
Yeah, we go round them out with me too, man. I solid 8 this week, man. I had a pretty solid week. Very, very solid week. Like work. Only bad day I had today is work. Only bad day I had today was today from work, and ain't even been like no real bad shit. It just mental mishaps I had, and I fuck around and open the tailgate on the truck, and all the trash fall out the back. I had to. That should take me like an hour and a half to clean up, man. But
I'm sorry, I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Y'all niggas got the new look. It's something different. You got the little breakdown. I just realized that shit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, little girl, my hair out. Just got little locks up. Little locks journey.
And
you know.
Go back to some.
All this melanin popping on here. I know that's right. Hey.
Okay.
Fucking teeth is glowing.
So what happened new this week with y'all boy, man?
What did happen?
Go ahead, start them off then.
I'm trying to think what happened new.
My
weeks, everything be so blurred. Like I don't sleep. Like I take naps, so it seemed like
I know that's right. I like that.
I'd be like, so much that happened. I'd be like, damn, that was just this week. I'm thinking that's like weeks ago, and it was literally just this week because so much be going on. But I'm trying to think of what new happened this week. Damn.
Yo, we getting old, man.
Dang.
Everything and like after a while, everything just come together. Like it seems just like one continuous day until you get to the weekend.
Yes, I guess say is I started editing new episodes of Bunky Burgers, and that's not really new, but it's kind of new, I guess. So shit.
Right.
I don't know.
We can get into that. We can get into that. Go ahead, Jazz.
Well, this week we held our, I guess you could say, our first unofficial but official practice for our youth football team. Got things coming together really well. Looking at where we was at last year and where we at now. Got big things coming. James Allen just don't know. Got some young Black men coming to do some real big things in the community. If you want to see change, you have to be the change in your community. So we started with self. We all looked within and said, what can we do to make a difference with our little boys and little girls in the community? We said, we're going to start a football team. We're going to start a youth program. We're going to start a nonprofit. And I'm proud to say we've done all of that and we're established and ready to go. So Honey Hill organization, we up and running. And we, school time, baby, we charged up. You feel me? So I always say, everything's straight.
Yes, sir.
Hey, turn up.
Peach.
Well, a bitch started a new job. No, seriously, I started a new job this week, and I love everything about it because I remember asking God, I was like, I just want to be at a job where, you know, you got Black people here, Black people here, Black people here, Black people here. And that's what the fuck I got. Like, I got a Black supervisor. I'm working with a Black nurse. I'm working with everybody Black. It's just Black on Black. And I'm just like, I'm here for it. Okay. Like, I just love everything about it. So that's what's new with me. Starting a new job, going to relocate soon. I just got to find me a place. And I could just decompress, you know, just I can't wait to exhale. I'm still in that inhale. I just can't wait to exhale. I'm just waiting to exhale. So I could just be like,
you need a celebration drink. I wish we should have been we could have been drinking.
I know.
Word. But
I take one for everybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
You already got one? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, boy. I gotta slow down that fucking liquor, boy. I could drink a little champagne, a little orange juice, but that liquor be getting to my ass, boy. I be my stomach, my liver, everything hurt.
Drink that fire water, boy.
But I ain't drink since the last time we record, actually, other than a couple shots that I had at the homie birthday dinner. But other than that, I ain't drink since the last time we record.
And I ain't even gonna lie to you. The last time I drank was in Miami, and I had champagne orange juice, but the champagne was making my head hurt. I think I was getting like a little slight headache. I was like, I don't know what the fuck going on. I can't do liquor. It looks like I can't do champagne.
That champagne can do something nasty to you, boy.
Hey, that champagne be having me feel sexy. I know what y'all.
Every time we go to Posh and them boys bring that fucking champagne in, that be the shit that do be in. Cause they drinking that thing, you say feeling sexy, and that's the
that's how you feel. It should get you right though. I ain't gonna lie, a little tipsy.
Now throw up my damn chicken wing. Had me shit.
Right. But
wine do that too. I can't really do too much liquor though. I ain't really a big drinker, but I like wine and a little champagne. But all that hard, heavy liquor, I gotta be in the mood.
Gotta be a certain vibe.
Yeah, that shit.
Definitely gotta be a certain vibe. But you recently just mentioned Bunky Burgers. You want to break that down to us?
Oh damn! By Muty show.
Say that again.
I said you just recently mentioned Bunky Burgers. You want to break that down to us and our audience?
So
Bunky Burger
episode web series that I wrote. I'm directing it, producing it. I'm also editing it. But it's basically it's actually based in Charleston, South Carolina. It's a company about two friends working at a burger joint called Bunky Burgers. And that's kind of all I'm gonna say. Y'all gonna see a lot of familiar faces in there. It's a lot of in there. A lot of people y'all been waiting on. They're gonna pop up in there. So I'm really excited about it. I dropped the trailer before, took it down, dropped another trailer. I'm working on another trailer to put that out. But I'm really, really excited to drop the first episode. I'm just ready for everybody to finally see it.
All right. What gets you into producing?
I didn't have anybody to do it for me. And I was tired of asking people. It was just a waste of time of me I kept reaching out to like the same people that I knew of, that I knew how to like do videography and, you know, editing and stuff like that. And I would keep reaching out to them with not a whole lot going on. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is this is not going to work. Like, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get this thing done. So I was like, I'm gonna just teach myself.
Right.
So in the midst of me doing that, I learned so much. I kind of started enjoying it. I'm like, oh, this ain't too bad. Like, I can just do it myself for all of it. And then I kind of like wanted to get into doing it so much as to where I wanted to make it a business. So that's where I came up with Misunderstood Productions, the production company. So we specialize in videography and photography for people of all kinds, event photography and videography, personal business for business owners. So yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot we pushing.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Like doing everything.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely necessary.
Sure, you're right.
So you wrote all the parts in the series as well?
Yes. So like I had already written 2 scripts and I didn't want to put out those scripts just simply because I knew it would take a lot to put those productions on. So I also knew that I wanted to write, you know, like a web series for Charleston to put on YouTube. I didn't care what it was about. I didn't care about none of that. I just knew that I saw other cities had, you know, their web series online. And I'm like, man, Charleston don't even got one. And if they did, I never seen it. So I'm like, well, right. Charleston, but we actually showing the culture, because people always talking about, oh, Jamaicans, I love the accent, or people from Atlanta, I love the accent, people from New York, New Orleans, I love the accent. Then people got their web series online and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, a lot of people, everywhere I go, they love Charleston accent. So right. Why are people knowing about Charleston? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stand in. But I got really passionate about that after I graduated college and came home and saw that the city was starting to be gentrified. So I kind of worried that the language and the culture would, yeah, I was scared it would be either whitewashed or, you know, completely wiped away. So I wanted to do something and kind of not have that happen. So I came up with this show called Translations, and it's kind of like Charleston translations, where I was translating different words and phrases that we use in the. So like bunkie was one of the words that we would always say in Charleston, but when I go outside of Charleston, like when I was at school at Francis Marion and Florence, like people was like, what does that mean? Y'all talk funny, like why y'all talk like that? I sound like you from Jamaica. I'm like, no, I'm from Charleston. But it got to the point where a lot, like so much people from Charleston was coming to Florence. Like now people outside of the low country, like now in the low country, they understand like, oh, I know you ain't from Jamaica, you from Charleston. And I'm like, oh, okay, I need that same recognition to be clicking in everybody's head outside of the state of South Carolina. Right. So when somebody in New York hear me talk, I want them to hear Charleston. Oh, you from Charleston? Not, oh, you sound like you from Jamaica.
I had a national game. I played semi-pro football. I had a national game, and not the national game. Yeah, not the national. The week after the national game, we had a game in Atlanta, and I lied, not Atlanta, in Charlotte. And the lady at the booth who was doing the tickets, she was like, what's your name and what's your number? I was like, CJ Mack number 20. She was like, what you said? And I repeat myself. She was like, you from down there by that water in it. You a Geechee? Yeah. You a Geechee? I said, yeah. I said, yes, ma'am. She was like, okay, man, people from down there, they down there in Walterboro, and I know some of y'all Geechee. I said, yeah. They will get you, but they ain't like how the city get you.
Yeah,
Yeah, let the boy know you feel
yeah,
me.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right.
So I made it like my business to kind of, really focus on that because not a lot of people were. And so like honestly that, instead of getting a job, I made shows for Charleston. Like, that's not what most people would do after graduating college. You thinking they're going to get money, trying to establish themselves. And that was a goal. I had got a job, and then because I had a weed charge on my record, no more were like, yeah, we'll give you the job. And then it was like, oh, but we saw your background check, so we can't give you the job. Like,
Slam bam.
no,
Man, y'all get the fuck
I-
going with that bullshit.
I went through all of the trainings and all, like, and it was like, yeah, we can't even offer you the job again. I'm like, bitch, y'all don't.
I have you
You know, waste me time. I could have been doing something else, getting money, and you're playing with me.
Not even that, but it's sad that your past has to hinder your future. Like, don't boy didn't even give you like the ability to even show what you got to offer. I hate shit like
No,
that. I hate shit like
they ain't
that.
much gonna do that.
I am not my past, okay? I'm, like, so wait, damn, everybody smoke a little weed here, so you mean tell me you ain't never smoke a little blunt?
We
No, no, we
legal
do.
Take
in,
your card.
Oh.
This shit, go ahead.
we illegal in more than half the states in the United States right now. So
Exactly.
We in South Carolina, and they don't play that bullshit around here.
fuck them crackers.
I with you with the bullshit. I
Fucking
just say,
Right. It's like
I
it
just
kind of
say.
into like entrepreneurship low key. So I really wasn't kind of mad at the outcome, to be honest. So
Right. Cause like you said, every other city got their, like even Columbia got the Columbia series and shit like that. Like every other city, they got their own little web series. And like I know I always post on Facebook like, why don't we got all these comedians in Charleston and everybody do these videos. Why don't everybody just collect and make one web series?
that was my thing. That was another thing for me. That's another reason why I kind of low key like made it my business to, if I didn't work with a lot of other videographers or photographers or comedians or something like that, I at least wanted to have the conversation with them. And that's honestly why and don't nobody really notice, but I had started working on a documentary for Charleston creatives as well, because it just baffled me. Like, there's so much talented people in Charleston, and you're telling me like,
Yes.
out of all of y'all, ain't nobody made it. Okay, so y'all doing it individually and that ain't work. Y'all still telling me y'all not gonna try to come together and make that work for the city? Like, cause Atlanta been running past our ass for a long time.
We just on their coattail. That shit blew me.
And it's like Charleston is too talented, and we our own people. Like, we got our own language. Like, there's no reason why we're not further than what we are. And like, I just wanted to talk to a lot of different people to kind of find out why they think that is. And a lot of people had a different, a difference of opinion. A lot of people still stuck on the whole crab mentality thing, and it's just that y'all already know how deep that goes.
Yeah, because like some of the artists we interviewed like last year and the year before, that been the same thing they said when I asked them why don't they collect with a lot of other artists from the city, or why they don't think that. And they be like, either everybody won't be the head man in charge, or it just could be crab in the city, and they never work.
But there are some people, in the city that don't think like that. There are some. The thing about it, Charleston now, is we do have people that do come together, but it be in little cliques. It's like, all over. And of course, the popularity contest comes into play as well. But I really feel like slowly but surely people are starting to wake up and realize we stronger together than we are separately. So I feel like in due time it's gonna work itself out. But like I said, I'm gonna just keep on doing what I can. Like, even with Bunkie Burgers, like I was getting
It's a Bunkie burger, bruh.
Huh?
It's a damn Bunkie burger.
Burgers. It's I feel like, in due time people are starting to wake up and they'll start to see, okay, yeah, we stronger together. Let's put our heads together, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing, because that's what I was wanting to do with Bunkie Burgers. I put a lot of people that I could, like, as I reached out to a lot of people in the city that I knew it would kind of benefit for them to be on the show, and benefit for the city to see this person. or whatever. I like one person in particular, I'm not gonna call her name, but like I'm like, okay, yeah, we need you on this because you are like the epitome of the island. Like everybody know, like, all right, if I think about the island in Charleston, South Carolina, this could be a representative of that. You know what I'm saying? I was very intentional about, selecting the people that are inside of
Breaking the
this
rules.
story.
Right.
Well,
That-
Shay, keep pushing.
That's
Don't
Definitely
stop.
like some
Don't
Bookie
stop.
burger.
So where you get the name Bunky Burgers? What the like?
Thank you. I was
mean,
waiting to ask that, bro. Like,
It's so catchy. Boy, I
yeah,
want
like
a Bookie burger right now,
Yeah.
boy.
yeah, I need me a Bookie burger right
I
now,
need a
dog.
Bookie
With
burger,
extra meal and
boy.
extra sauce, all that.
Oh,
Make mine a double, extra cheeked out.
Extra large.
right. And when y'all see the menu, y'all gonna trip out. But the name actually came. There's a guy that actually wants that to be a real restaurant in Charleston.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, I'm so serious. So one of my homegirls knows him, and we were all supposed to work. We started talking about Bunky Burgers being a show because the show would be good promo for his restaurant
Right.
whenever he opens the restaurant. And then with him being on the show, like that'll be, more exposure for him and the restaurant that he really wants. This is just a fake show. You got a real restaurant that you want. So the fake show could be like a premonition for the real restaurant that you want. So we were all in the process of working together. When it came down to us actually filming, crickets. I didn't hear anything from him, and neither did my homegirl. So she was just like, well, I didn't hear anything from him, so let's just go ahead and move forward with the process. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Like, we all good. It's not even the same thing. The name is still the same, but we just changed the spelling just in case he really did want to go ahead and pursue that and have that be a restaurant. So we changed the name because it's a fake show. So but honestly, in the process of us doing that, when I put out the first trailer, they was pissed. They were pissed. Yeah, they was pissed. They was like, yeah, like a lot of him and his friends, they was upset about it. They was like, yo, like we see y'all really doing that. Y'all got hats and shirts and all. And I'm like, but this is a fake show. Like, we not really taking a restaurant. Like, y'all still can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where the name came from. So I'm not looking to trademark the name or nothing. I just really wanted this show for Charleston. Like that's it. I have plenty other shows that I really do give a fuck about. Not saying I don't give a fuck about Bunky Burgers, but it's not a project that's near and dear to my heart. Like I got a shit ton of shit in the vault that I can just put out and shit on Bunky Burgers right now. You know what I'm saying? Like for different reasons. But like this is something I wanted to do for the city because shit ain't nobody else doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How much shows you think you got in the vote in totality?
Damn, break the bank. Take your time, why don't you?
Off the head, I'm gonna say a good strong 8. Off the head. And that's not me even going back and looking at. I'm talking about like shows, movies. Like yeah, we out here because there are so many stories to tell, and there's a people that are unable to tell their stories, that don't know how to tell their stories, and I can narrate that for them. I can just write the shit out for them, as So yeah, I got a lot to say.
When you recognize you had this gift of how I want to say this of bringing people ideas and putting them on film.
Honestly, this is like my first with Bunky Burgers. This was like the first time that I did that. Like people will always come to me and talk about stuff, and it never did anything, or we just wasting time just talking about shit. Like nothing ever happened from that. So but we talked about me and my homegirl. We talked about this show. She was like, yeah, it should be about two friends, something like kind of like Good Burgers, but like make it a different storyline or something like that. And I was like, okay. I'll just make up a story or something like that. So I'm, I'm smoking, I'm getting inspiration. I was traveling and stuff too. So I'm getting inspiration from everything and everybody or whatever, looking around the city, just observing a lot. And I'm just like, okay, I came up with an idea and we ran with it. So this was really like my first time taking somebody else's idea and actually writing something to it. I do it for myself all the time, but this is my first one.
You remember your first script you ever write?
Yes.
Are you proud of it?
And
You're proud of your first strip you ever write?
I am. I'm so proud of it to the point where I am not going to film it in the way that I did with Bunky Burgers. That's okay. So this particular script that I'm referring to is the script that I put to the side because I'm like, this shit is too fucking good for me to just.
You can tell she's passionate because she's glowing about this, right?
Yeah. Go ahead, let that thing out. We here for it.
No. Oh, all right. So the only reason why I'm not going to go about it in the same way that I did with Bunky Burgers is because I recently went to New York and I was, networking with some filmmakers, and they were the ones that told me, they was like, listen, nobody really spends their time writing and filming and directing a full series. What you're supposed to do is probably put a lot of your time, energy, and money into a pilot and pitch the pilot to shows. And if it's picked up, then y'all can get y'all contracts and stuff, and then y'all can start getting paid. The way that I went with Bunky Burgers, it's just like, all right, I got an idea. I'm gonna do a casting call, and boom, we doing the whole season for free. And I had no idea about, not that I didn't have any idea about the whole pitching situation. I was just like, this is really not for money. This is really for Charleston for real. I really want the exposure to get out of there. I'm just tired of Charleston not being in the same conversations when we talk about language and really more so other cities. Like Charleston need to be in that fucking line.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't understand how we not, like, we should have way more viral people, way more people that like up there with the rest of the cities out there, because we just as talented as any other city out here.
Yeah.
We just needed that push or something. Like,
our culture too fire, bruh.
Too fucking fire. What?
One of the
the
good and the bad part about our city is we played a popular game in our city. We play a popular game. That's it. If you're not popular or you're not appealing to the eye to certain people, then them boys gonna push you to the back burner.
Right. And that's a real thing. Because when I started doing the show Translations, like people was cool with it because it's like, oh, okay, the girl, she taking a little Charleston words. All right, that's cool. I like that. But ain't nobody really, so they wasn't really sharing my shit like how they was until I did Charleston Moesha. Once I did Charleston Moesha, that was it. That was the video I needed to put me in a position that I'm in right now.
Word. That's what's up. So what you said the name of the translation is again?
It's Translations. It's the word is mixed between Charleston and translation. And it's so crazy because my senior year, I was thinking about that because my whole college career, like I kept dealing with that. Like people would like just want me to say stuff like, oh yeah. Say turtle, say like dumb stuff like girl, like
get the fuck out my face.
Yeah, I could definitely contest to that. School in Orangeburg, and them boys swear to God we been from Jamaica, and I'm like, no, I'm from Ireland, but not that one. You feel me? So yeah, it's like them boys used to slap us across the head with that all the time. Then a lot of them boys, Mack can contest to that too. A lot of them boys would look at you and be like, hey, bruh, what you just saying?
I repeat myself.
And then the boy, and then be like, people from up north, them boy would be like, them boy would understand us, but then them boy would be like, man, y'all boys sound like the Jamaican, man.
Right.
Or they'll say, "Hey, you talk too fast." But that, you pick up shit. Like, what's slow this shit down? Like,
I ain't what you want from me, rude boy.
Now I gotta pronunciate my verbs, my pronouns and shit.
Enunciate.
It's sorry, thank you.
Man, we ain't got time for all that.
that, I completely code switch for you, and half the time I don't be feeling like doing that. So
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
Like-
when we went to school, I would say like we went to school. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. So them boy try to teach you in public school to not do that. You know what I'm saying? To not sound like you. Like I had an elementary school teacher, fourth grade teacher, Miss Wilson. God rest her day. She was a nice lady, first black teacher I ever had. She was dope. But she always used to tell me and Quentin, you know what I'm saying, try not to sound so geechy. But it was like like, you know what I'm saying? Like, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he talked. She was like, say the instead of saying duh. You know what I'm saying? It was like, bruh, like that's just how, you know what I'm saying? That's how we talk.
Exactly.
yeah,
But
And
it's
the
like,
the most popular one using E as for is or
It-
it. Like I
yeah.
have a bad habit of that.
And
I'd be
then-
having to catch myself at work. I'm like, damn, shit, I at work, I got code switch a little bit because I always get caught up, I'd be like, dang.
Listen, senior year, Mr. Flat be like, how you talk so bad, but you can write these essays so well.
yeah.
I be like, writing is easy. Talking,
yeah.
I just talk how I want to talk.
Yeah, that's how I
it's
express
like-
myself. Like,
I ain't changing that, man.
Exactly.
but that I got accustomed to code switching way before college. Like my aunt is an orthodontist, so she code switches on a regular. Like when she talks Geechee, it sound crazy to me because I'm always used to her speaking proper English. So when she does buckle down and be on some Geechee shit, I'd be like, hold up now, like
yeah.
like girl, what? But the thing
That's
about the thing about that is that could be helpful and damaging. And it could be helpful because if you learn to code switch, sometimes there really is a language barrier. Some people really do not understand us. Like if we put on shutters for some people really don't know what they're saying. Us, because we close to the water, we kind of understand the language. We can pick up on what they're saying. But it could really be a language barrier where some people really don't understand what you're saying. So if you know how to code switch, you are able to convey whatever language you need to convey. Like you need to say, hey, get out the way, boy. They ain't gonna know what you're saying if we talking real fast. Get out of the way. Like, okay. Oh yeah, let me move the fuck away if I die or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You better
Like,
go or I bought you.
yeah, that's
Oh,
Kinda-
dumb butch.
oh.
Nowadays they are teaching the Geechee, like they're teaching the Geechee Gullah language and the culture at Harvard University, and they were talking, bringing it up in the schools down here too, which I think that also preserves the language. So that kind of eases my mind and eases my guilt about what I had in my head about it. I was like, dang, like I just said, I was hoping that they would preserve the language, and to come home and hear like, oh, they teaching this at Harvard University. That's a prestigious, predominantly white institution.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I can say what it was. Go ahead. Yep.
What you about to say?
You know,
I'm ignorant.
yeah. I'll wait till off camera. I don't need the public to see me in that light.
All right. So what's some of the words you got in the Charles Leation?
So I know the name. Fuck up, man. I know.
Because I tried to picture the word and then
How you spell it?
So it's translation.
Translation.
CHANSA.
Hold on. I gotta look at it. Hold on, I'm about to type in it. Okay. See.
All right.
Go put your glasses on, honey.
Shut up.
Yeah. CHARANSALACHUNZ.
I ain't gonna lie, this a long word. Yeah, bruh.
Because it's 2 words.
How you come up with that?
It's 2 words.
with Charleston translation.
Yeah, I got that part.
Cause if you think about it, you know how like girls from downtown, they'd be like, oh yeah, that's just a translation of the word or whatever. So yeah. It
Charleston, James Island to be exact. But I just love to hear us talk. I be on tours. I'd be like, "Will you have to say again?" That shit be just so like. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love to hear downtown talk because they don't sound. I love to hear girls from downtown talk and girls from the island. I love hearing them talk, and I love hearing old people from the island talk because it's like
I
it's
love old people.
thing to the real Geechee Gullah that we really got. Like that's the
Yeah.
closest to the old Gullah. Like
Facts.
our generation, it's a few of us that still got that language passed down to us. So it's never gonna. So I'm just so grateful for that.
Right.
Gotta keep that thing going, dog. Gotta preserve it, man.
Facts. So what's some of the words you got in the shortalization?
Lord Jesus, the boy messed up the damn name.
Translations.
He sure did.
Translations.
Translations.
Oh, translations.
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 All right.
Like a tarantula. Like
So,
them things
yeah,
you don't like.
translations. I got you.
Because it's Charleston, but it's translations. So translations.
Charles translation.
No,
translations.
yeah,
I feel like I in school now.
All right, y'all. Let's just hey man, I'm the king of butchering something. So let's just keep it moving. I'm keeping that up.
Oh, translation.
I got you though.
Some of the I understand. I got you. Some of the words that we have from translations are enit, bunkie, any, flam. And I am not going to give some of the names because I have not dropped those yet. So I can't even. Mix is one of them. Box is one of them.
Hey, mix a good one now. A lot of people ain't know about that mix now.
Mix at Killer City.
Hey, tell me how you mix. Everything real mixy over here, bro.
That's your little mix. That's your little mix.
Hey, bro, chill, bro. That's my little mixy right there now. You gotta chill, bro.
Wet,
chill on me, bro.
Wet is another one. You know, boy, I was so wet up at that club, boy.
Yeah.
That's
I
another
know
one.
Big all sweat up right now on your birthday.
Hello.
Slide is another one we got too.
Word.
Like what's like slide Zeke? Dang, do people still see Zeke now?
Yeah, people definitely still see Zeke.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But E and even one of the big ones I got. Mookie, of course, was the first one I dropped, and I really didn't even mean, because I dropped the show, but I also have the clothing line that came out of that too.
Right.
Because like I had the show for a little while, and then my cousin, I was going to where was I going? I was going to Brooklyn, New York for Afropunk, and I knew I wanted to go out there with some gear because my cousin, he has a clothing line too. Shout out to LaFrey. But he came out and he was like, "Well, why don't you just put like one of your words on the t-shirt?" I was like, "That would be dope," because I got the shirt. He put my logo translations on the front and a book word and definition on the back. And when people started seeing that shit started going up. I'm like, "Oh, I need one." So I started advertising it. Them shit started going up, and then my cousin was like, "Yo, we need to like kind of switch it up, like maybe do like something else, maybe another word or another item or something like that." And I had this blank red jacket that I had got when I was living in Vegas, and I was like, well, I might as well just put the word E on this one or whatever. Yo, I shot a commercial for that and I put it on Facebook. That shit went up. I think that was the first day. Well, that was the first item that I was able to make. Like I made like $500 in that first day of sale with the E jacket.
Hey, that's fun.
Yeah, that was
a nice little nut in your pocket, boy.
Hello. That's what's up, man.
That part.
Facts. That's what's up. We're definitely glad to have you on, man.
Yeah, Bob, you slick guys now. I ain't gonna lie, Bob. Put a little match to you, you gonna blow. Whoa! Y'all ain't see that coming in.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't see that coming.
All right, so I think everybody, first subject of the night, we talking about the boy with the whip at the door. Everybody seen that video, right?
Video.
Oh
Video
yeah.
in the link. The first link I seen.
It was a little boy, a little white boy. He came with a
Yeah,
big ass door.
I give you the backstory. So what happened been this so apparently before the video happened, the little white boy had get jumped by some black kids.
Oh, I
And
didn't
he
know that.
going he going to
Oh, whip at the door. I did see that.
he going to the wrong door. He going to that little girl door, and that little girl ain't had nothing to do to him. So he going to the door, beating on the door, going there with a whip. And then they had a ring camera, whatever, they record him. Then they say while he been leaving, he whipped the car. That's what make the mom and dad end up going across the street to the white boy parents' house because that's damaged the property. You see what I'm saying? So they
Right.
going to approach them, and he was like, "Man, just come aside, let me talk to you, like so we can discuss this as men, as parents." The white man come to the door with a shotgun with his daughter in the background. Yeah, and them boy get into it or whatever. He put the shotgun down and he be like, "I don't need no gun to fuck you up or whatever." He put the gun down, then dude be like, "All right, come on, like let's get in the yard." So when black dude turned around, start walking back to him, he reached for the gun. When he reached for the gun gone off. When the gun gone off, that's when everybody's they ain't scared or whatever, but the police end up getting called. The white dude get locked up for what's shit called? What I said earlier, Jazz? Releasing the firearm in improper area, some shit like that.
Yeah,
And then
discharge, something,
endangerment,
discharge,
endangerment. Yeah, this laws is formed and yeah, and then endangerment of the child because the little girl been right behind him.
yeah,
So,
Wow.
cracker,
Man.
cracker.
It-
So
he asked for that shit, man. He asked for that. I
Need to
mean,
toss somebody underneath the jail.
So if y'all been that black parent, what will y'all do if that little boy come to y'all door with that whip?
Man,
I would go box him up, boy. Listen, you on my property too? Shit.
Can't beat up no little child. Can't beat no child. You can't beat up no little child.
Listen. I was just about to clear that up. If I had like a son, his age, hey, go handle that real quick. Go ahead.
I went and put my kid in harm. Dang. I would have to go out. See, it's certain ways like this. All right, so see, it's certain levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? See, the old me would have beat the fuck out that little boy. Cause who playing? What?
Yeah, bruh.
The old me, like the lower vibration version of Harley Swoosh, I been gonna pick that boy up and fling his ass around in that damn yard. I was gonna fuck his ass up, okay?
Yeah, bruh. Like on sight.
Okay, the higher version of Harley Swoosh would have just tell that boy to get out my yard and just left it alone. In the middle, where I normally be at most of the time, I would have had to go on to see his parents about this. Listen, either I'm gonna whoop son ass or you gonna whoop your son ass, or I'm gonna whoop you and your son ass. So y'all need to figure out what y'all doing.
Either way, I'm gonna get me. So what we about to do?
I'm gonna approach stuff with violence, and see, I really try not to approach a lot of situations with violence because when they go low, I promise you I go into hell. That's where we going. So I try to keep it either on earth or in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm in between, I don't even care that you came to my house with a whip. I don't care about that racist shit. I don't care about that. I just want you out my yard. That's the higher version of me. But middle version of me, yeah, I was probably gonna do the same thing they did. Probably go to the parents' house, try to talk to the parents or whatever. You come with a gun and shit like that, I'm in your yard, so you really do have liability to shoot the shit out of me. But at that point, I don't know, because I don't want to call the police neither, because they ass slam too. So it's
from why I read and why I hear, the police been on some shit like just leave it alone because they finna leave in a few months now anyways.
What?
Now they ain't finna leave because he got this case now, so he can't leave.
But fuck all that. I'm sorry. Get all that. I hate that. Right is right and wrong is wrong, bro.
Right.
I don't care about none of that. No, because if roles were reversed, we all know that situation would have handled so much differently. I don't want to hear none of that.
Man, listen, I would have had to go beat up old man. like, I don't even much the child. Hey man, listen, your son done wrote a check, you're behind, gotta cash it. Like to be 100, Bob, like, you know, just on some like some man junk, Bob. Like your son came on your first of all, asking for my daughter, like something wrong with her with this violent object.
And where did he get a whip from?
Oh, exactly.
I would have whipped him.
Yeah, I would have had to snatch that and probably whoop his behind with that thing.
Yeah.
See, there's ways that you could have really deal with that situation, and it's like, which way, right way? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I was gonna try to talk to the parents and be like, all right, your child did damage to my car. Either you can give me some bread right now, or we can take this to court, however you want to do. He come up there with a gun. All right, now I feel like you're threatening me and you're threatening my family. Because now I can't even think straight. Now I feel like I gotta watch my daughter go to school every day because you come out there with a gun, and your son come out there with a whip. I know what might click in your son's head at any day, anytime.
He might go get that gun.
You see what I'm saying? Go get that gun or follow my daughter to school. You see what I'm saying? So now I gotta be on alert at all times with her going to school and coming from school. Dealing with the daddy personally, I gonna figure out a way to get him, because you should have never pull out a gun on me. I might set my car up. I might have somebody sitting in my car and I be behind your motherfucking house waiting on you. You see what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be a way that I gonna figure out to get you, bruh.
We gotta get you.
You gotta get got.
You perfect. Yeah. Then you playing me in front of my people. There's something wrong with you now. Hey, your son done wrote a check. You gonna
cash.
Yeah, figure out, Mack. And I ain't serving no IOU neither.
No way.
Fact. You gotta.
My name is the IRA. I need mine now.
Yeah.
Hello.
You gotta eat that shit. I ain't care.
You got to, dog. That's unexcusable, Bob. Even as a parent, Bob, like, where you been at where your child gonna get this object and went across the street?
His daddy collect them. It's his. That's where you get from.
Yeah, both of you getting their ass cut. I getting my little nephew or somebody gonna bust his
Okay.
You see that? Hey, let little John the boy come over for the weekend.
Hey, I got a little 20 for y'all, boy. Handle this.
Hey, that part is you ain't even much gotta do nothing. Just let them boy go outside. They'll catch him eventually. All
right. Hey, you know he coming with a whoop looking for your cousin now.
Yeah, okay. He did what? All right.
Because you know how to turn like the tussle.
All right.
Okay. I know y'all like the tussle.
Hello. All right, so we could go ahead. We go switch gears just a little bit. We can switch gears. This topic been saying in by the homie Keith. He ain't make it tonight. He been like, which gender is better or worse when it comes to dating?
Dating?
Yeah.
All right. Let me chime in right here, because this is a topic me and Keith had talked about one time before. Young ladies be on these apps and junk, right?
Yeah.
You know, swipe left, swipe right. Swipe left, swipe right. Swipe right, swipe left. And it'd be like, by them boy, the whole dating jokes, because we could agree that's pretty much modern day, like how the junk going nowadays. You know, one of them app, swipe left, swipe right, right? So it's like the expectations that be from the young ladies on here don't be realistic. So it's like you on a dating app not looking for a man.
How you mean you're not looking for a man?
You on a dating app. You all right, Jaleesa?
No, I had belch, and I don't know if y'all heard it. And I forgot.
No. You good.
All right, so I thought she had something to say. Now I even looking like, you all right?
No.
But no, them boys probably having their bio like they independent, they got their own and all of this. Like something just screaming like that modern day like feminist movement thing, like what they got going on. So it'd be like, bruh, so why you on you?
Right.
So that's pretty much like the just a way
we was coming. You saying they're looking for something they're looking for. They say they're looking for. Right. I got you. You got to come back, Delisa? Because you're an active dating app person.
Oh yeah.
Hey, listen, Hinge been pretty good lately, you know. Okay, so I'll put it out like this. I was totally against dating apps.
Mm-hmm.
Totally against it because as a woman, it's like sex trafficking. I don't know, but I gave it a shot, and like how I said, I've been having like good luck lately. I never had anything bad. I mean, I understand what Jazz is saying because somehow we do contradict ourselves. We do on these apps. We do, like any other human being does. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah, whoa. Any human being, we talking about y'all. What you talking about?
wow, okay.
Come on now, stay on track now.
Oh wow, okay. Okay, we contradict ourselves. You just gotta be woman enough to own up to it.
Facts.
That's it.
Accountability goes a long way.
It does, and that all comes with maturity and where that woman mental level is. So I can't speak for every woman. I can only speak for myself, but that's what it all comes down to.
Oh, y'all very contradicting because I had this conversation with my fiance earlier today. I be like, I don't know his name, but I don't know that girl name who sang that song. She was like, she just want to fuck, get drunk, get high and shit like that.
What song is that, brother?
I don't know. Summer Walker, SZA, one of them.
I don't know.
I know it's one of them boys.
One of them, but she was like, that's what she said. She in the song, she was like, all she want to do is fuck, get drunk. It's basically in the song, she's saying if she had to do for one night, that's all she want to do.
Oh, it's Summer Walker. I know it's on you talking about now.
All right, boom. You see what I'm saying? So I be like, if women want respect, how can you say you want respect from a man and still say that you just want to fucking get drunk and high with this man? And if you had one night, how can you expect respect and you respect yourself?
Yeah, man. Talk that talk, Mack. I don't know, man. When I see him, I sound crazy. That's all I said. If if a quack like that look like a duck, I'ma treat it like a duck. You feel me? But if he ain't no duck, I can't treat it like a rooster.
You got some input, Holly?
You was like, which gender is worse when it comes to dating? I don't really think so much of a gender thing. I really think it's more so of a character thing. A shitty ass character, you're gonna do some shitty shit.
Yeah, Bob. That's right there.
You know,
don't got no personality.
Dating game, because I'm just now like getting my foot in the dating game, and when I say this shit is trash, it is.
It really is, girl. I just said that today. I was like, I'm just
not dating game trash.
It's not like it's like the whole dating. I guess like the mindset of people. I'll put it like this.
People are weirdos, bro.
No, listen, I expect me from other people. Like I expect them to think how the way I think, and I have to understand they don't think like that. So it really fucks my head up. Because I have to be like open-minded of how they think, because that's how they really think. And I'd be like, I don't know,
And there's a lot of people out there that ain't got no, like, Bob, I ain't trying to go down that road. No boy weird, Bob. There's a lot of weirdos out there, Bob. Like, no more weird. Like, a lot of people out there really think how they look is gonna get them where they want to be at in life. Like, Bob.
And think that's it.
Yeah, like, you ain't got nothing. Yeah, you can't do nothing with your hands. Like, you just got your looks.
Yes, thank you. Oh my God.
Maybe you better get there and learn how to boil water or something.
I was just talking about this today, and we were just talking about how some women really are starting now to realize, honestly, and a lot of people are not going to say this because a lot of people don't really like him, and rest in peace to this man. But a lot of people, a lot of women, learned a lot from Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels would really put a lot of he would put a lot of most people, he would put women and men in their places. Like, he would hear the situation out and analyze the situation. He was not biased.
No,
he was not on no shit like, oh, I'm gonna be on your side, or I'm gonna be on your side. Oh, I'm rooting for whoever, right? Like, if you come with the bullshit, I'm gonna call you out on the bullshit, period.
Right.
So a lot of people didn't really like that, didn't really, and especially women, they didn't really want to hear that from him. But I would rather hear it from some black man as opposed to hearing it from some white man. Or, if a dad that had already told me some of these things, I would want somebody that could possibly be a father figure to let me know these things. Ma'am, you think you really about to get a husband? You don't have nothing to offer. You don't know how to cook. You can't make your own money. All you do is dress up, but you can't even pay for the things that you pay for. Like, y'all delusional. Like how you were saying, like, get on the app and say, oh, I want this. Like, oh, I want a man that's gonna treat me well, but you on here with ass pics. You out here like you will jump if a man, like, you can be easily bought. If a man say, hey, I'll pay you $2,000 just to make sure you call me every day, you will jump to that. You can be bought. There are plenty of women that have this whole, oh, I'm a boss bitch man mentality. I'm a boss, but bitch, you got another nigga paying your bill because you
lazy.
Not to the lazy, because don't get me wrong, because I'm one of the persons where I feel like, work smart, you know what I'm saying, not hard. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to do that, some people don't have the opportunity to be able to work smart. They have to work hard. But there's some people who have that opportunity to work smart. But your work smart is being bought by somebody. Like, that's never my bad. That's never been my.
Talking to my girlfriend about it. I was like, I don't see how some females just go out on these like trips, everything paid for, and the guy is not like all attractive. How do y'all do that? Like, I need to be physically attracted. We on a trip for 4 days, 3 nights, and I gotta look at you the whole time. You know how many hours in a day, how many minutes in an hour, how many I gotta look at your ass. Bruh. I'm sorry. I can't do it. If you're not attractive or even here mentally and all you have is money, that I'm sorry, you can go ahead. It's not even that deep. It's not even that serious. I can make my own money. It's not about, I can't.
That don't have that mentality with it, like, I can make my own money. Some of them are just like, I don't want to do nothing, so I'm gonna just look pretty, get dressed, and just whatever a nigga say he want me to do. Like, honestly, like, that junk, like, some niggas just send bitches money just because, like, they have fetishes. Like, some people have foot fetishes, so people will be like, yeah, I'm getting feet pics and stuff like that. Honestly, get your bag, but at the same time, it's like, how far is that going to go? When you really do want to step, but are you going to be able to really cut off this situation here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
All these sugar daddies and weirdos.
Please don't get me started on that sugar daddy bullshit.
All these Dubai princes and kings.
Because, like, at this point, it's like, you can be bought. I don't want no bitch that can be bought. That is a turn off for me.
You can lose every time, but
exactly, because if money move you, then another motherfucker come with more money than me, then you easily moved.
You gonna be gone out the door, my friend. Out the door, my friend.
Yeah, I don't want nobody that can be easily bought. Like, for instance, I don't know if y'all saw, but there was an interview where Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats was in the interview. Alicia Keys turned down $9 million.
Or on drink camps.
$9 million.
The before on the book
was for 9 minutes, and she was like, "No, I can't be."
No, she be like, I hear with my husband having a good time. I don't want to perform for you right now.
That's real.
I just pray that I have that, because that's solid.
Right.
You can't beat that with a stick.
Right.
Not with a stick, not a big one, one, baby.
Yo, even Swoosh was like, yo, you sure, big?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because Swiss been like, if that been me, I've
I
been
do
going
it.
for them 4 awards.
We're like, fuck that. No, B, you sure you ain't want to go ahead? I mean, it's all good. We can spend time when we get home, girl. Like,
All right, that's 9
like,
a.m.
9 of them thing, dog.
All
I
right.
love that, but I love that. I love that she showed that. I love that because that's an example. Now women can start to see stories like that and be like, I don't got to be bought.
Right.
This was
Yeah,
9
you
million,
really ain't got to, bro.
not 900,000, not $900 million
$1
for
word.
9 minutes. Some people will never see that in their entire lifetime.
All right.
Oh,
That's
not
a-
even in their dreams, bro.
Hello.
And
Yeah.
that's a shame, but that's the truth.
That's a fact. That's a
Right.
fact.
All right, man. This song, last subject of the night. We cry together. Kendrick Lamar. How y'all feel about that song?
Toxic, and I love it.
You said toxic and you love it?
Yeah, man. I used to be toxic back in my time. And I like that. They dropped the hitting on something, he said that, like, dang, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Y'all
whole
boy,
back,
we can
the
never
whole
leave
back
each
and
other
forth
alone.
dialogue been fire to me though.
Huh?
The whole back and forth dialogue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, don't even tell you earlier. I'd be like, man, this ain't much a song no more, I don't think.
Y'all
Good
hear
job,
the song?
I'm too uninformed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm weird because I get on stuff late. I don't really like getting on stuff when the hype be
Everything hype.
You
I'm
sound
with
like me.
you. I'm
I'm
with
gonna
you.
read. I'm gonna read some of the because it's the whole song is a dialogue between him and a female. So I'm gonna read some of the shit to y'all. I'll read the last couple parts of y'all. All right, so they going back and forth, and he be like, you. She be like, you the reason bitches start fucking with bitches when they change. You the reason bitches start calling y'all bitches because y'all useless. You the reason Harvey Weinstein had to see his conclusion. You the reason R. Kelly couldn't recognize that he's abusive. Man, shut the fuck up. We all know you still playing his music. Said I'm tired of your emotional ass, ungrateful ass bitches, fake innocent, fake feminists. Stop pretending. Y'all sentimental and realer than what you defending. It's split decision, bras like you, the real victims. Let's talk the truth. Okay, women in general just get along. When Tash got a man, you didn't pick up that phone. When Nick got a job, you say you staying home. Why R&B bitches don't feature on each other's songs? Why the fuck is you talk? What the fuck is you talking about? Never mind, bitch. I'm walking out. Whatever, nigga. I'm off you now. Your evil ass kept me well in doubt. Pussy nigga, best watch your mouth. Pussy and mouth is all you got. Lay, lay this pussy back on the couch, doggy style. Then you get on top. Fuck me, nigga. I'ma fuck you, bitch. No, fuck me, nigga. I'ma fuck you, bitch. No, that's the end of the song. They start fucking.
Wow, that shit toxic for real.
That's just the last. That's
Mhm.
just the last 4 balls. Like the beginning, like the whole
Y'all
dialogue.
probably gotta listen to that jump, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. After we get off this, I'm probably gonna listen to it for real because honest, as toxic as it sounds, those are real life arguments.
Yeah, that's why I say that jump fire, bro. Like, give me that. I need that.
Those are real arguments. Those are real arguments that happen every day in African American relationships,
Yeah, that's
especially.
just been a normal Wednesday for them boys.
Normal
Like,
Wednesday.
it reminded me of that scene in Baby Boy when Yvette and
Jody?
Judy had get into it.
Right.
That's the energy it gives.
Exactly.
That's the energy it gives.
The raw passion, the just raw. It just show you how. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump deep. It just show you how raw our emotions are as Black people.
Mm-hmm.
How we could hit that top ceiling and then come back to the lowest and then find a way in the middle. So it's like that balance between the two, Black man and Black woman. Like, our emotions really do bounce off one another just like that. So it's like, that's why when I asked that question, I went in the chat, like, can two emotional people be together? That song kind of give a good, kind of deliver that message a little bit. Because both of them were emotional as a fool.
Yeah, I feel
Both of
like
them were lashing out at one another.
I feel like they get like the emotion, like the us as a culture, we get so emotional and so passionate about what we're saying or what we're trying to get across that we can't control what come out. You see what I'm saying? But then we don't really recognize what we said until afterwards and be like, damn, I tripping.
I could have said that better.
But I should have said something better than that, or I could have said something better than that. But
I just let
I
that
don't-
foolishness fly out my mouth.
That song right there basically put a whole grasp on the culture on relationships nowadays, because that's a lot what's going on. Like even with the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lane shit. You see what I'm saying?
Don't get me started.
If that shit true, Lord.
Hey,
Because
I
you
don't
know who should have been on this phone right now.
I
She was
can't say what not true, because
Me either.
on
But
Instagram one morning, like at I think like at 11 o'clock, they had a whole thing saying the doctor said it been glass. Then like at 4 o'clock, they say another doctor said it been gun wounds. I've been like, man, I don't know what the fuck.
man, I think that just Rock Nation tried to cover that junk up.
Yeah.
But that glass junk, man, come on, bro. That real. But anyway.
Yeah. That
We'll never. I feel like we'll never really know. We weren't there.
Only 4 or 5 people know, and that's the people who seen that.
Wherever that cracker witness is, Bob see everything about that tail. That's all I know.
All I know is if he tells Megan Thee Stallion dance, bitch dance, he a wild boy.
Man, Bob, I highly doubt that nigga said that. They no way, Bob. When she first had said that, I've been like, man, Tori.
wow, if he did say that shit, what?
Well, ain't no way, man.
You're
Tori a
wild.
wild nigga.
I don't even gonna lie, but in a way, it sounds kind of racist. That's like some white man, with
Yeah,
a black
like-
lady, like dance, bitch, dance. Like what? What type
That don't just really sound extremely far-fetched to be 100.
That is
If he say that, he out of line. I ain't gonna
He's
lie.
out of
That's what he said. The man far the pocket, dog. Who you talking about? What you mean?
It done past 10:30, man. I will wrap this up, man. Thank you, Holly Swoosh, for
Yeah, I got
coming in.
For sure.
Let everybody know where they can find you at and what you got coming up.
Yes. So Bunky Burgers, we dropping Bunky Burgers on July
Burger.
2. So stay tuned. Go ahead and follow Bunky Burgers on Instagram at BOONKEY BURG.
Yeah, now.
Find me on Instagram at _ I am not a comedian, all spelled correctly. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook at HOLLYSWOOSH. I also have a podcast out. It's called Hash It with Holly. Everything spelled correctly. Hash It with Holly, HOLLY. And you can listen to that on anywhere that you listen to your podcast. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe to my podcast. So yeah.
Y'all boy, make sure y'all boy going through that, man. Make sure y'all boy like, share, subscribe this channel. Y'all listen to us. Make sure y'all boy leave a review for us, man. We got Jazz in the building. Big Pete. And we had Holly Swoosh, man. Thank you for coming, man. We really thank you for coming.